Class of 2023, congratulations. You made it. So much has changed over your time here at Juniata. You have learned and grown. You have shown resilience in the midst of changes we didn't even imagine when you first set foot on campus. Changes in how we teach, how we interact, how we build relationships and community. You have been resilient in your hope, unashamed in your grief, bold in your cries for justice, and today we celebrate you. We celebrate who you have become. We celebrate all those around you who have helped you along the way. We recognize those in this community that you have helped along the way. We celebrate in part because celebration is its own form of resistance. Celebration is an act of resistance to isolation and complacency. Celebration pushes back against those forces that would squelch awe and wonder. Celebration, joy, is an act of defiance against the powers that would fill us with rage and despair. So today we celebrate you with abandon. Come into this moment aware of all that surrounds it and embracing it fully, led by these words from poet John O'Donohue. Now is the time to free the heart. Let all intentions and worries stop. Free the joy inside the self. Awaken to the wonder of your life. Open your eyes and see the friends whose hearts recognize you as kin. Those whose kindness, watchful and near, encourages you to live everything here. See the gifts the years have given. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see for the folks that are upstairs, there's some chairs down here if you wanted to come down and sit. Welcome everyone to our graduation, and thank you for accommodating an indoor location, a little different than we expected. My name's Mary White. I'm the chair of the trustees, and I am here to congratulate our class of 23. And this is a special class who had one normal semester before the world turned upside down, and they weathered the storm, stuck with their studies, and persevered till the end. And so congratulations. Now the formal comments. To the members of the class of 23, I extend sincere congratulations, and to your parents and friends, a warm welcome. To the members of the platform party, trustees, alumni, faculty, and staff, I greet you and declare the formal opening of Juniata College's 145th commencement ceremonies. And I'll now turn it over to President Troja.
All I got to say is it better rain. I want to see the clouds darken and noise hit these roofs. Students, we tried. I've been up since about 4:45 looking at radar, calling our staff. We tried. Thank you, Mary, for your remarks, and good morning to all of you, and welcome to this most special day for what is a remarkable achievement of our graduates. Students, I am truly honored and blessed to be with you this morning. You know, this is my 10th commencement, and I can say, without question, that you have endured more ups and downs and more twists and turns than any other class that I have had the privilege to witness. I'm not going to relive all of it, and who would want to? One, for the sake of time, but two, it is my understanding that there's some sort of bingo card happening out there that has emerged with words like COVID and resiliency and perseverance. Is this correct? Yeah, okay, I got that right, for people like me and maybe other speakers. So let me just say that these past several years have taught me, and I'm sure you can relate, that life sometimes is just messy. It's messy as a teen, it's messy as a young adult, and for the parents in the room, it is certainly messy for us. But the most important thing is how we respond to that mess. And you are here because you leaned in. You are here because of your unyielding commitment to finishing what you started. You made it happen because you wanted to be here. It's as simple as that. And for that, congratulations. But students, you know as well as I do that you are not alone in this journey. It's a recognition of a job well done by so many people, friends, family, teachers, pastors, and particularly all those parents out there. So students, please join me in a round of applause for your family and friends who have made this incredible journey possible for you. In addition to those family and friends with us today, we owe our collective thanks and appreciation to our talented and devoted faculty who have prepared all of you to be leaders in this diverse and complex world that you are about to embrace. I would like for my faculty colleagues to stand so we can say thank you for your many contributions and deep commitment to Juniata and its students. Please stand, faculty. Graduates, you have probably heard that with knowledge comes responsibility. As you walk out these doors this afternoon and embark on what is your next journey, that responsibility should be a joyous, privileged burden. As a Juniata alumnus, you are representing all that is good about this institution. Take up that responsibility proudly and with unmistakable conviction. Take it from me. There will indeed be moments of criticism as your journey unfolds, but as someone once told me, that criticism is simply the background noise of success. You want to avoid criticism? Do nothing. Say nothing. Become nothing. But that's not who we are as Juniatians. We push. We question. We take action to better the world in which we live. So yes, the moment you leave here, expectations rise. But as Billie Jean King once said, pressure is a privilege. So graduates, by earning your degree today, you will technically possess a certain set of skills that will enable you to be successful. However, and this isn't earth-shattering, I think everybody could agree that your academic degree, your competence, your intelligence will only take you so far. It is your strong character, it is your integrity, it is your judgment, it is your attitude, it is your passion. All of that will inspire the excellence that you expect moving forward. And in this bifurcated world that we seem to live in today, it is my sincere hope that you demonstrate compassion and respect, decency and kindness with those who may think differently than you. Speaking of decency and strong character and humility, all of you have the privilege of seeing and witnessing today several honorary degree individuals and a commencement address delivered by not just one, but two extraordinary individuals whose reach and impact on this place is truly exceptional. All of our honorary degree recipients today are remarkable in not just what they have accomplished, but how they accomplished it. What an honor it is to lift them up to all of you this morning. So graduates, let me end by simply conveying to you that it is my deepest hope that you find the success that is yours, and you do so in a way that you and those around you will be proud. And when you do find that success, just say thank you to those who made that success possible. Congratulations, class of 2023. My deepest thanks for all of your contributions that you have made to this great college. Good luck and Godspeed. So it's my sincere pleasure to introduce to you the co-presidents. So not only you have two commencement speakers, you've got two student speakers. Of the senior class, we had co-presidents, Abigail Drummond and Brandy Ray. The class of 2023 was led this year by Abby in the fall, who graduated in December, and then Brandy Ray, who assumed leadership this past spring. Abby hails from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, studied in accounting, business, and economics with a POE in entrepreneurial studies and relations, and served as class president each year at Juniata. Since departing Juniata, Abby has been working to establish her own successful startup venture. While a student, Abby was involved on campus in Mock Trial and Delight Ministries. Brandy Ray is a biochemistry POE from Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Brandy is a trained EMT working to provide life-saving care through the region alongside her campus engagement, which included positions in campus and residential life and serving in leadership roles as a staunch advocate for equity and inclusion initiatives. Both of these class leaders fostered connectedness and supported peers with particular mindfulness in serving needs related to mental health and well-being, as the class moves through some difficult circumstances of uncertainty and trauma, as well as joy and accomplishment. It is my pleasure to welcome their comments this morning, first from Abby and followed by Brandy. Abby.
Thank you, President Trohal. Graduates, family, friends, and faculty, it is an honor to be speaking in front of you today. Class of 2023, congratulations, and I welcome you as the newest alumni of Juniata College. When I was a little girl, I always knew that I wanted to come to Juniata. I visited campus with my family for various homecoming and alumni events and just had this feeling that I belonged here. Maybe you too had the same sense of belonging. As undergraduates, we all looked forward to this day, this moment, some wondering if we'd ever make it. As we sit here today, many of us are feeling saddened and sentimental at the thought of leaving friends that have developed into our family and ceasing experiences that have filled us with joy. But these 4 years have changed us. Slowly, we were being molded and prepared for this moment. Our 4 years have been anything but ordinary. We have enjoyed amazing highs, becoming a part of Juniata history through celebrating our valued traditions, engaging in our clubs to enact change, and participating in or rooting on our athletic teams. We have battled through unexpected lows. We mourned the tragic loss of a fellow student member our first semester together. And just as we were warming up to each other and creating the foundation for lifelong friendships, the outbreak of COVID-19 halted our progress and isolated us. This proverbial bump in the road blindsided us with hopelessness and FOMO. But we as a community adapted to this unprecedented obstacle and thrived, especially when we could wake up, open the computer, and join class in under a minute from the comfort of our beds, until we got yelled at to turn on our cameras. As a Juniata community, we have conquered obstacles and blazed new trails. I encourage you to leave here today knowing you have the mentality and grit to always be a Juniatian. The past 4 years have molded each and every one of you with resilience and perseverance. Juniata has prepared us for what the future holds. Take what you've learned from this journey of hills and valleys and apply it to the journey that awaits you. These 4 years were practice. The same way you've rehearsed for presentations, studied for tests, trained to compete, or planned club events. Now is the time for implementation. Show your strength and adaptability to the world as a Juniata alumni. Now, go change the atmosphere.
Good morning, family, friends, and faculty. And to the soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2023, congratulations. You have all completed such a monumental milestone within your lives and are about to embark on your next chapter. Before our time at Juniata comes to a close, I want to take these few moments to recognize and applaud the accomplishments of our class, which has undoubtedly left an unforgettable legacy on this campus. I want to make space to boast about the community we have created and which will pave the way for future Juniata students. The class of 2023 has many legacies. The most notable one revolves around mental health advocacy. Our senior class gift was the establishment of the class of 2023 in Glacier Mental Health Endowment, in addition to the creation of a Spring Mental Health Day. Many individuals sitting in this crowd ceaselessly advocated for both institutional and cultural change. In front of our greater community, I invite any students who have donated to our endowment to stand as you are able and be recognized for making a legacy of timeless mental health advocacy possible. The class of 2023's advocacy work doesn't end at mental health. Within the past year, the Juniata Board of Trustees declared an equity-minded focus as one of the guiding pillars of our institution. I will confidently claim that this initiative was a direct result of the class sitting before us. There are countless students who have imparted their social justice work and selfless advocacy for the betterment of our community. I invite any students who have participated in cultural clubs like Plexus, SOAR, PRISM, among many others, to stand and be recognized as you are able for transforming Juniata's journey to one of equitable change. Of course, not all of the 2023 legacies are contributed to advocacy work. In fact, I would take a moment to commend our class on being able to maintain the values of a community when so many odds were stacked against us. COVID-19 decimated campus involvement, but the class of 2023 persisted. I invite so many members of our community to stand as you are able and be recognized. If you held a campus job, or the JA position, if you participated in a club or even became the officer, if you ever played a sport during your 4 years here or earned a national title, you folks were the backbone to our campus life, provided necessary student representation, and created camaraderie within our community. You set the precedent of what resilience looks like and how to keep our community bonds alive. Now, you may ask yourself, what is the legacy that all members of the class of 2023 share? Individual legacies that have come together to shape the uniqueness of our change-maker community. You may not feel at this moment in time that you, as an individual, have left such an influential legacy on this community. Yet many of you in that crowd rolled out of bed on days when it felt like nothing good awaited you. We're a support system for a loved one. We're the first one in your family to go to college, worked tirelessly at an off-campus job to support yourself, and made sacrifices that you didn't want to make. You have inspired and positively impacted our entire Juniata community. And for that, I ask all members of the class of 2023 to stand and be celebrated for your sacrifices, your resilience, and your unprecedented passion. Thank you, class of 2023, for the legacies you leave here at Juniata. After today, you will begin another journey of empowering, learning from, and serving your future communities. Even more, you will nurture profound legacies in your new community because you have already shown to all of Juniata exactly how to go about building a legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby, Brandy. It is now my pleasure to introduce you Dr. James Laxo, Juniata College Provost Emeritus. Dr. Laxo will read the citation for our first honorary degree recipient, Juniata College Board of Trustee Emerita, Charles W. Wise.
In the spring semester of 1973, that's a half a century ago, in case you were wondering, I was sitting in my office in Good Hall waiting for Charles Wise III to arrive on campus for an interview for a position in the economics department. Mr. Wise had earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology at Ohio University and went on to complete his MBA at Pitt. After graduation in 1969, he also worked as an employee relations professional at PPG. A half century ago, the faculty in Good Hall always kept their office doors wide open. They never shut them. The guy across the hall from me was Ron Cherry. Some of you knew him, some did not. Ron and I often communicated by simply hollering back and forth to each other across the hall, which is good practice because that's how my wife and I communicate now, hollering at each other from different rooms. Mr. Wise was scheduled to arrive for his interview at 11 o'clock. At 10:45, Ron hollered to me, "Hey, Laxo, when does this ass Wise get here?" I wanted to see how she signed ass. In Ron Cherry's world, if you were only 15 minutes early, you were late. When I looked up to answer, I was surprised to see this very young, red-haired, freckle-faced, red-haired, young guy standing at my door. He was turning around to see who had just called him an ass. The rest of the day went better. We learned that he preferred to be called Bud and not Charles, and that he accepted our offer as an instructor on that day. He taught at Juniata from 1973 to 1979, and he didn't just teach here, he was a really good teacher. Maybe not the best in the department, but he was a really good teacher. He was the very first winner of the teaching award given to Juniata faculty, the very first. Let me ask the graduates, how many of you took hobo? Let's see your hands, hobo. More than that. I believe it's the longest surviving course in a management curriculum. The course was developed by Ron and Bud. They thought it would be interesting to drop off teams of students in the woods to see if they could work together to find their way out of the woods, and then wrote a paper about it. Students now post their hobo hike experience on social media, and lots of former students respond. The hobo legend for the class of 2023 is Nick Rigby, who had to carry one of his teammates across the finish line at the hobo hike. Thanks, Nick. In 1978, we, the department, got a curriculum grant from the Pew Foundation. Among other things, the grant provided funds for faculty to do summer internships with corporations. This is a way of testing whether what we taught sort of matched up to the reality of corporate life. Bud did a summer internship at PPG. They were so impressed they hired him. They made him an offer he couldn't refuse, I think. He returned to PPG in 1979. After he returned to PPG, he had the kind of career you would have expected. He rose to the top of the organization after 31 years. When he retired, he was the vice president of human resources at a large multinational corporation. Bud's a family guy. He's a loving husband to his wife of more than 50 years, Barb, a devoted father to Wes and Sarah, and doting grandfather to 7. He's also a Pittsburgh guy. He roots for the Steelers, the Pirates, and the Penguins. He has served on the board of the Wilkinsburg Community Development Corporation since 2019 and as chair of the investment committee for the South Avenue United Methodist Church since 2020. He is a past director of the Washington-based Human Resource Policy Association and a past steering committee member of the Conference Board Executive Compensation Council. That's a big deal. He's served Juniata College in many capacities since first serving as a faculty member. He became a trustee in 2000 after a visit from President Keppel and the provost. Incidentally, it was Ron Cherry, the guy who called him an ass, who had suggested to Keppel that we ask Bud to be a board member. He is now a trustee emeritus. As a trustee, he did a few things. He was the co-chair of the Presidential Search Committee in 2012. How'd that turn out? Okay? Sure. He co-chaired the historic Believe campaign, Juniata's largest philanthropic endeavor to date, a mere $130 million. Pretty damn good. Right. In 2011, he took the trustee lead in raising funds to create an endowment for faculty excellence and gave me a heart attack when he announced that at the faculty trustee meeting in the spring of 2011. He and Barb are Brumbaugh Lifetime Benefactors and Heritage Circle members. He has served Juniata as a volunteer admissions ambassador, Juniata Community Scholarship referrer, and regional events volunteer and host. President Troja, we are honored to present Charles W. Budwise III, for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Bud, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations, Bud. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Heather Pavlik, Juniata head volleyball coach, and should I mention, it's not in the script, but reigning women's national championship team. Come on up, Heather. Heather will read the introduction of our second honorary degree recipient, Lawrence Bach, former Juniata administrator and volleyball coach. Heather.
So in some ways, it's really a shame we couldn't be outside today, but for my purposes, it's kind of proper being in the house that Bach built today. In a way, I feel like I'm giving an introduction to somebody who needs no introduction. To many in the farther reaches of the country, Larry and his volleyball programs were the first time that anyone had heard the two words Juniata College. Larry's list of accomplishments are very extensive, so before we get started with those, I would like to remind everyone in attendance that this is a man who many times would drive a van with the windshield wipers on for 20 or 30 minutes after the rain had stopped, even as they screeched across the windshield. A man who decided to show his players that he could dive for a ball before a match, cracked his tooth in half, and then had to coach the rest of the day trying to talk with his mouth mostly shut. This man also somehow found a way to be inside an opponent's track, driving a van, and then couldn't find his way out. On another occasion, he drove an entire hour in the wrong direction trying to return from Ohio, only to realize his error once I went, "Why is the sun setting directly in my eyes?" I could go on for hours with stories like this, but these are just a few selections. And they should keep his feet firmly planted on the ground here beside me as we go through the rest of this exemplary introduction. So now let's talk about his accomplishments. At the time of his retirement, he was the winningest volleyball coach in the history of the NCAA and turned little Juniata into a national power in the volleyball over his 34 years of coaching. Larry held NCAA records for the most career wins as a women's head coach, 1,348, and still holds the record for the most for a collegiate volleyball coach, 1,448, as he also concurrently served as the men's coach for 6 years. It must be noted that he served as the school's athletic director for the last 15 years of his tenure and started the momentum that led into the institution's most successful years of athletics. Juniata accumulated a 1,252, 192, and 3 record in his time at the helm of the women's volleyball program and made it to the NCAA tournament every year since its inception in 1981. The Eagles won NCAA titles in 2004 and 2006 and reached the championship match on 6 additional occasions. In 2004, he surpassed 1,000 wins, the first volleyball coach in any division to do so. In 6 years as the men's coach, he accumulated 3 EIVA Division III championships as well. During his 34 years, he has coached 57 individual All-America players with a total of 88 certificates. He has received nearly every possible coaching award available throughout his career. He has been tabbed the AVCA Division III National Coach of the Year 5 times and as the organization's Regional Coach of the Year on 9 occasions. He was a member of the AVCA's inaugural Hall of Fame class in 2003 and was elected as one of 2 head coaches to the NCAA Division III Silver Anniversary Team. He received the AVCA Founders Award for service to the sport in 2000, garnered the USA Volleyball Trailblazer Award in 2006, and was selected as the 2009 recipient of the All-Time Great Coaches Award by USA Volleyball. I think at this time it would be remiss not to mention another very special person who was one of the major reasons why all of this was possible. Being a collegiate coach's significant other requires you to be supportive, strong, independent, and patient. These are exactly the qualities that describe Larry's wife, Lynn Bach, or Saint Lynn, as we refer to her. Congratulations to you as well, Lynn. Although all of these accolades are very impressive, they do not fully describe what a wonderful coach, mentor, and human being Larry Bach is. His ability to always see the best in each individual and make them feel valued and appreciated is unmatched. He is by far the best listener I have ever encountered. If you have ever had a conversation with him, you know what I'm talking about. He makes you feel like you're the most important person in the world for that period of time. He is both brilliant and humble, speaking softly and slowly while measuring each word carefully. He does not judge, but instead listens intently to understand how he can help you no matter what the situation. For these reasons, he engenders a deeper devotion from those he has led more than anyone else I've ever met, and rightfully so. He is unlike any other, a 1 in a million person, coach, and leader. Larry, when you leave here today, remember that home is to the west, into the setting sun. President Troja, we are honored to present Lawrence Richard Larry Bach for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Yes.
Nice work. Larry, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations, Larry. Well done. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Randy Dykey, class of 1988, a member of the Juniata College Board of Trustees, who will read the citations of our honorary degree recipients, Andrew Murray, Elizabeth Evans Baker Professor of Religion and Peace and Conflict Studies, and Director of the Baker Institute Emeritus, and Ann Baker, Board of Trustee Emerita. Randy.
It is my distinct privilege and honor to introduce both of today's speakers. And I'll have to say, I struggled a bit in how to personalize these really amazing careers and lives, in part because they're both so humble and modest. So Andy, I've known for almost 40 years. And although I have many memories and stories, as I thought about it, I decided that many, maybe most of those should just go untold and might not be something I should share with this group. But Andy's one of my closest friends and has been for almost 4 decades. And Ann, in part because of her modesty, was already concerned that the citation was too long. So I'm just going to cover some of the highlights of the amazing lives that these folks have lived. So theologian, educator, international advocate, and authority for the study of conflict and the value of peace, accomplished musician, sailor, friend. The Reverend Dr. Max Andrew Andy Murray graduated from Bridgewater College in 1964 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology. He went on to attend Bethany Theological Seminary, where he earned his Master of Divinity degree in theology in 1968 and his Doctor of Ministry in Peace Studies in 1980. Andy also completed a certificate in studio production at Berklee College of Music in 2009. He came to Juniata College as campus minister in 1971 and was then college chaplain from 1986 to 1990. Andy was promoted to assistant professor in 1976, and in 1987 was appointed associate professor of peace and conflict studies. Andy was the founding director of the Baker Institute for Peace and Conflict Studies in 1986 and was named Elizabeth Evans Baker Professor of Peace and Conflict Studies in 1991. With the generous support and commitment of the Baker family and over 500 additional contributors, Andy was able to build a $5 million endowment for the Peace Studies program at Juniata over a period of 25 years. One of the nation's primary authorities in peace studies, Andy has been a leader in developing higher education peace and conflict studies programs. His book, Peace and Conflict Studies as Applied Liberal Arts, a theoretical framework for curriculum development, published in 1980, has been distributed widely. Andy was a founding member of the Peace Studies Association, a national organization for peace studies professionals started in 1987, and an organization recognizing his work with a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2001. Andy was appointed to the United Nations International Association of University Presidents Commission on Arms Control Education, where as a member, he began and directed the International Seminar for Arms Control and Disarmament from 1993 to 1998, sponsoring, with the Baker Institute, disarmament curriculum training for faculty from more than 40 countries. And he also served as a special consultant to a 10-nation United Nations peace-building initiative in West Africa. He received the Beachley Award for Distinguished Service from Juniata in 1991, and he has been honored as a Staley Distinguished Lecturer twice. He was also awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters in 1993 from Manchester College and one from Bridgewater College in 1998. Ordained and active in the Church of the Brethren, Andy has served the church as moderator, the highest selected position in the church. He's been president of the National Pastors Association and a member of its Central Committee. He's also served on the board of directors of the Pennsylvania Commission on Ministry and Higher Education and Oregon Council of Churches. It is not possible to fully appreciate the impact Andy has had on Juniata students, his friends and colleagues, Juniata College, and the study of conflict and the value of peace. President Troja, we are honored to present Max Andrew Andy Murray for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Andy, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations, Andy.
Accomplished musician, educator, intellectual property authority and attorney, advocate for peace, benefactor, trustee emerita, friend. Ann C. Baker graduated from Oberlin College in 1961 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English Literature and earned a Bachelor of Music degree in violin performance from the New England Conservatory of Music in 1967. Ann also completed her Juris Doctor degree at Loyola University College of Law in 1982. She was a violinist in the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra and the New Orleans Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra, as well as the Aspen Music Festival Orchestra during summers. And she shared her love of music, teaching violin at Metairie Park Country Day School and Tulane University, or for those folks from Tulane, Tulane. She continues to perform as a member of the Park Avenue Chamber Symphony in New York City, and also to play with various chamber music groups. In what Ann describes as her second career, she began to practice law in New York City in 1983 and served as in-house counsel to Broadbeard Productions, a music production company. She also served as attorney with the New York City law firms of Solovay and Edlin and Warren, Alpert, Bigelman, and Indig, and later as general counsel to the Bureau of Electronic Publishing. She was a member of the law firm of Cowan, DeBates, Abrahams, and Shepard, and later of counsel to that same law firm until her retirement in 2012. Throughout her career, she specialized in intellectual property law. Anne is the daughter of John C. Baker, who graduated from Juniata in 1917, and Elizabeth Evans Baker, who established the Baker Institute for Peace and Conflict Studies. She served on the Juniata College Board of Trustees from 1987 until 2008, when she was named Trustee Emerita. She also served on the Baker Institute Advisory Board. She was a member of the Presidential Search Committee in 1997-98, hosted regional Juniata events, and was a volunteer for the Uncommon Outcomes campaign. She is a Quinter Lifetime Benefactor, and over the years has contributed to scholarships, the arts, peace and conflict studies, and many other areas. Anne is also the sole trustee of the John Calhoun Baker Charitable Trust, with funds being distributed to qualified charitable and educational organizations with programs dedicated to the promotion and advancement of world peace. Anne and her family's contribution to Juniata students, Juniata College, and the support of the advancement of world peace are immeasurable. President Troja, we are honored to present Anne C. Baker for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
And by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations, Anne. You're up.
Well, this is quite a moment, and I'm just thrilled to be here. And my thanks to President Troja and the Board of Trustees for conferring on me this honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. I'm just thrilled with the whole thing. My involvement with Juniata over the years has been very meaningful to me. So this recognition is really, really wonderful, and I thank you all. And now, well, no, there's definitely one other thing I about forgot, which is Randy Dykey, who was so incredibly wonderful recognition and wonderful introduction, and thank you, Randy. I appreciate your doing that. The reason we're here all today is for you. This is your achievements in graduating from Juniata College through what we all went through, completing rigorous coursework, many new friends, many new ideas, many new skills. And I think the most thrilling thing about this to me is that you are all now equipped to contribute to our country, our democracy. And our country and democracy really need you. It's really, really an important time. Your achievements are particularly impressive considering the circumstances of COVID. We all had to deal with it, but you attended classes online, your contacts with friends were very limited. For many people, you were isolated, semi-isolated. Very tough time. Graduating from Juniata College is a wonderful and exciting achievement, and it's going to open up a lot of opportunities going forward. You should be proud of your achievements, which I know you are, but relish the opportunities and responsibilities which come with them. Today's world is particularly challenging, given the existing level of conflict and tensions we're all living through. We must think, analyze, and be critical, and work always towards constructive solutions. Most of all, effective communication is crucial. The importance of careful listening, especially to people with differences of opinions from yours, can't be emphasized enough right now. Careful listening, really hearing, that's the thing to me that somebody said at one point. You can listen, but you've got to be able to hear what's being said to you. And I think that's hugely important. Anyway, it takes skill, and that skill is essential to understanding others and to your ability to interact and influence others. When President Troha called and asked me to join with Dr. Andrew Murray in speaking to the graduating class at Juniata, it took me totally by surprise. What an honor to be speaking to you at your graduation and in the company of my esteemed friend, Andy Murray. As President Troha was speaking to me, I realized what a wonderful opportunity it would be for me to communicate some of my thoughts and feelings about Juniata College, and most of all, the importance of the values Juniata College represents. Even though I didn't go to Juniata, my family connections with Juniata probably go back farther than almost anyone else's here today, if not in two generations. My grandmother, Jenny Calhoun, went to Juniata, and now listen carefully, and graduated in the class of 1881. Anybody top that? At that time, Juniata was called the Brethren Normal School. A few years later, it was changed to Juniata College. Oops. Early support in Juniata for education for all, female and male, went back to the 1830s, and there was legislation that created normal schools and schools for the training of teachers. Unlike many schools at that time, the normal schools were co-ed. Co-education was controversial, and in Juniata there were rigid disciplinary rules as to how students should behave. And as I understand it, many of the disciplinary measures survived for years. As an illustration of this, and this illustration may be family gossip, family folklore, you decide, but maybe not. In 1915 or 1916, two of my father's sisters, my aunts, who were enrolled in Juniata, were let go. And this was a polite way of saying they were kicked out of Juniata College. And they were kicked out due to participating in dancing. And I don't think it was the dancing that we see today either. Thankfully, times have changed. By the way, just to clear the reputation of my two aunts, they did finish college successfully elsewhere. So in all, my grandmother and 4 of her 5 kids, including my father, went to Juniata. My father graduated in 1917, so my connections with Juniata run deep. All of this early history is just to illustrate that from my earliest days, I've heard about and been taught the importance of the values that have been supported, communicated, and taught at Juniata College, and how essential they are in creating a civil society. I know civil society can be defined in a lot of ways, but one personal definition for me is where truth, decency, knowledge, and understanding prevail. Speaking and telling the truth, particularly at this time in our history with lots of distortion. Speaking or telling the truth is a prerequisite to trust, and we must not lose trust in our country, way of life, and democracy. We must each personally take on that challenge to nurture these qualities and values of a civil society. The values will be fundamental to the impact you make going forward. Here's just a piece of advice I'd like to add. Stay open to new opportunities. They usually take you by surprise, but can lead to wonderful new experiences. In my life, I made a major change fairly late in the game and became a lawyer after being a professional musician for quite a few years. The careers, needless to say, were very different, but I would not have wanted to miss either one. They both enriched my life in meaningful ways, and I had very different opportunities to contribute from these 2 different careers. Leaving the door open to opportunities expands your future, and continuing to learn is one of the most exciting aspects of growing up and of growing older. In context of the importance of values that Juniata College so strongly supports, I want to mention the Peace and Conflict Studies program at Juniata, which many of you may have participated in and know all about. It offers courses teaching negotiation, analysis of the complex issues involved in conflict and conflict resolution, communication and mediation, among many other skills. And please take note of this. These skills are fundamental to all professions and all walks of life. Finally, I want to pay a tribute to my parents, John and Elizabeth Baker, who founded the Peace and Conflicts program, and also pay a very special tribute to Dr. Andy Murray, first director of the Baker Institute, whose ongoing participation in developing and growing the program has been invaluable. These three individuals believed in and articulated the founding purpose of the Peace and Conflict Studies program, which the purpose was and is, quote, to create an educational program which focuses on the study of warfare and deep-rooted conflict as human problems, and to the study of peace as a human potential. We all realize what a dangerous and complicated world we're experiencing now, and these conflict resolution skills are essential. Going forward, we must remember that indeed peace is a human potential. There's things we can do about it, and working and educating for peace, an important goal. I believe and deeply hope the process of your education here at Juniata has made you wiser, transformed, and well-equipped to tackle your future. Thank you, and very, very best to all of you.
Thank you so much, Anne, for starting us off with such a personal tribute to your family's roots and in this institution, and for the recognition of the Baker Institute. I will finish up with a story, and I'm sorry that you have to go through one more speech before you get graduated. I'll finish up with a story. First, I do have to say thank you to President Troha, the faculty, and the trustees of Juniata for this honor. It is not, however, the most precious thing that Juniata has given me. I remember so vividly when Anne's father stood on this stage and they unveiled a portrait of him. It was pretty good. I didn't think it was a great portrait, but Dr. Baker stood up and thanked the president for this great honor, and he said, "It's the second nicest thing that's happened to me this year. The first thing is I learned to make a souffle." The most precious thing that Juniata has given me have been the relationships that have been formed through this institution. And I tell you that because when you get your little letter from David Meadows, treat that as something that's just as important as your diploma, because he will be the person who will help you stay in touch and help you build relationships and build friendships. The honor, the degree won't really change my life any. But what has changed my life have been the beautiful friendships that Juniata has afforded me. What has amused me, comforted me, challenged me, and made me a better person, made my life rich and interesting, has been the opportunity to know people like Ann Baker, Randy Dykey, Larry Bach, Bud Wise. What a special honor to be on the same platform with that crowd. And that is sort of what my story is about. Ann mentioned the International Seminar on Arms Control and Disarmament. It was a program that the Baker Institute did for 5 years, and it brought together university professors from conflicted regions around the world and brought them to Juniata for a 2-week intensive seminar with some of the most accomplished theorists and practitioners in the world in arms control and disarmament. The project was jointly sponsored by Juniata College, by the International Association of University Presidents, and by the United Nations. And according to the people that I worked with at the UN, this was quite a coup for a small central Pennsylvania college, because at that time, and I don't know if since then it's changed, but at that time, the United Nations had never lent its name to sponsorship of any program like this in higher education. It took 2 years of pretty intense planning to get ready for this, and when we thought we had everything ready to go, after 20 years at Juniata, I got my first sabbatical. I was in a slow group. It may not have been a group. My plan was to go to Costa Rica and study Spanish and take some time to try to understand the culture of a small country with no standing army, and get in some quality beach time. Our apartment in the suburbs of San Jose did not have hot water in the kitchen, but it did have a fax machine in the garage. And when we arrived in Costa Rica, there was a fax waiting for me from Johan Nordenfelt, who was the director of the UN Department of Arms Control and Disarmament. It was bad news. The legal department, which had originally approved our project, had gone back and reviewed it again and had decided that the Secretary General did not have a proper mandate to lend the United Nations name to any sort of project like this. This, of course, was devastating for us, because without the imprimatur of the United Nations name, we wouldn't get the kind of applicants for the program that we really wanted. I faxed back, what do we need to do to get a proper mandate? Johan Nordenfelt faxed back, we need a resolution from the General Assembly. My question, faxed back, how do we do that? His answer, glad you asked. The best country to get that for us is Costa Rica. He said something like, other than Nicaragua, nobody doesn't like Costa Rica. And beyond that, nobody pays a lot of attention to what they're doing. You need to get to the government of Costa Rica and get them to help us to get this resolution. Clearly, Director Nordenfelt had an elevated sense of both the confidence and the competence of small college Pennsylvania chaplains. I did what most people should do when they're faced with seemingly insurmountable problems. We loaded the car and went to the beach. We included my wife Terry and my youngest daughter Kim, and Bob Fisher, a beloved Juniata professor in biology who spent way too much time in Costa Rica studying bird lice. Kim was a college student at the time, and she had come to spend the first several weeks of our 5-month sojourn with us. Dinner, the first night at the beach, was in a little restaurant with a pretty good calypso band. And after dinner, I went to bed. I was tired, discouraged, and a little bit sick. About midnight, my wife came in. I said, where's Kim? And Terry said, well, she's on the beach. And this was a little concerning to me, because Jaco Beach, which was a beach we could afford, back then was a little rough around the edges, and there were guidebook advisories that it was okay in the daytime, but should be avoided at night. And that concerned me. I said, well, is she with someone? Yes. Who? The bongo player. The bongo player? You know, from the Calypso band. It turns out that the bongo player was a wonderful young man. And we got to know him very well. And we got to know his family. We went to church with them, often had dinner with them after church at their home in San Jose. And at one of those dinners, I began lamenting the fact that what I had thought would be a leisurely sabbatical had turned into a rather daunting international mission. The bongo player's father was responsible for all of Coca-Cola's operations in all of Central America and the northern tier of South America. So he was a well-placed executive, and he said, I might be able to help you. He went on to explain that his lawyer's best friend was Fritz Tottenbach. The name made my ears perk up because Christian Tottenbach was the permanent representative of Costa Rica to the United Nations. And I said, is he related to Christian Tottenbach? He said, Fritz Tottenbach is Christian Tottenbach's beloved nephew. So my daughters, I have to read this part because I have to get it right. So my daughter's bongo playing friend's father's lawyer's best friend got me a meeting with his uncle. Ambassador Tottenbach did not agree at our first meeting, but he did invite me to come back and or to meet with him in New York and explain the project to his staff. And I went and did that, and after which he introduced a little noticed resolution to a piece of business that was on the floor from Mexico, and we got our resolution and we got our mandate. Thank you. Now, the story might come across to you as an endorsement for what is often called networking. That would be familiar corn for commencement fodder. But that perception of the story would distress me. I think of networking as a way of arranging relationships towards some predetermined goal, like success, money, or prestige. The story, in my mind, is just the opposite. The story is about opening the spirit to the wonder, the beauty, the pain, the fun of knowing others, and being surprised about how those connections, through fate or perhaps through divine mediation, pull us in directions that we wanted to go all along. I'll finish by appealing to two of my favorite thinkers, the Apostle Paul and Jerry Jeff Walker. I got two people that know who Jerry Jeff Walker is. Cool. I sometimes think of life as a journey through a strange land where we grope along between two ways of understanding the human condition. We are sometimes simply desperados waiting for a train. Other times, we are a part of a creation, groaning in the very pains of birth to be adopted as children of God. Those we love and those who love us will help us find our way. And that is the most precious thing for which we can hope. So there's a little postscript to this story. The bongo player went on to study at Berklee School of Music and the Boston Conservatory and to become an internationally renowned Latin percussionist teaching in New York, playing on Broadway, and with bands like Arturo Sandoval, and recording with Latin stars like Ruben Blades. And he had a job in New York last night, drove last night or this morning to be here with us at Pennsylvania. So I'd like for you to greet Renato Toms. Renato, stand up. Stand up, give everybody a wave. I'll sit down and guess that you're applauding from my speech.
Holy cow. I asked for the remarks prior to this event, and that didn't quite mirror with what you had provided. I'll just say that. But what a great story. And welcome. It's great to have you here. What a great story. One more round of applause for Ann and Andy. Appreciate it. Okay, weather check. Is it raining? I hear yes and no. That's not good. Is it raining? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Are you ready? Are you now ready? Okay. Here's what you've been waiting for. Let me get to the right part of the script so I believe Dr. Bowen needs to come up. Dr. Lauren Bowen, our provost, will present the candidates for degrees.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, and Master of Organizational Leadership please rise as you are able? President Troja, I have the honor and privilege to present 18 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, and Master of Organizational Leadership, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees and your master's hoods? Brandon W. Ashurst.
Thank you.
Jessie Lynn Beeler, in absentia. Talia Gibble Bertrando. Ishiemi Burrell. Raina Joy DeWald. Ethan Patrick Farrell, in absentia. Austin Joseph Goodsell, in absentia. Samantha Hong. Emma Jean Kerstetter, in absentia. Jillian Michelle Leister. Catherine Alice Migatolski. Kenneth Michaud. Michael Migatolski. Travis James Russell. Shannon Elizabeth Snyder. Thay Nandar Su. Devin Michael Truax. Noah William Russell Zolnak. Will the Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, and Master of Organizational Leadership candidates please rise as you're able? You are now officially Juniata graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise as you are able? President Troja, I have the honor and privilege to present 87 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees? Chase Michael Alessandroni. Sophia Ann Amoroso, summa cum laude. Devin Michael Angermeyer. Sudhaka Valmiki Aaron, cum laude. Shelby Austin. Ellison Balsam, cum laude. McKenna Alora Brooks. Justina Mae Brown, summa cum laude. Shamia Butler Bonner. Jesse Robert Chorba, magna cum laude, in absentia. Alexa Angela Sinque, cum laude. Olivia Catherine Boyce Cooley, summa cum laude. Emma Faith Dedrick, cum laude. Emily Marie Dyer, magna cum laude. Courtney Alyssa Eller. Judah Eveleth. Samuel Fegley, in absentia. Louise Fenstrom. Ethan Royce Flint, cum laude. Timothy James Fox. Chloe A. Gerhard, magna cum laude. Megan Ruth Grennan, summa cum laude. Sasha Guzman. Aspen Carly Handel. Levi Harper, cum laude. William Harrell. Caden Palmer Hendrickson. Ryan Timothy Hughes. Roland David Hunter. J. Max Hurley II, cum laude. Stephanie Highland, summa cum laude. Mina Ito, cum laude. Emily Sarah Kaltenbaugh, summa cum laude. Madeline Caroline Carlson. Hannah Kempkin, summa cum laude. Connor Ryan Crisco. Christina Lee, in absentia. Kyle M. Louder, magna cum laude. Katie Ann Mace, cum laude. Olivia Marie Mast, magna cum laude. Miles B. McMorrow. Taylor Nicole Metz, cum laude.
Thank you.
Michael Meyer, in absentia. Isabella Joan Mitchner. Michaela Rose Naccarini. Brianna Morgan Nelson. Samuel Joseph Padston, magna cum laude. Daniel A. Pavlik. Theodore Jacob Philpott, cum laude. Michael Stephen Pitta, summa cum laude. Sarah Rose Paquimbo. Stephen Maxwell Prosser. Imogen Rose Romsdale. Allison Mary Reardon. Alyssa Marie Reed. Ethan Thomas Riccio. Hunter C. Reese. Sophia Reisman. Amy Lillian Rossica, magna cum laude. Sydney Brill Rectischel, summa cum laude. Jack Salazar. Riley Autumn Schaefer. Grace Elizabeth Sheets, cum laude. Amante Austin Smith. Brian M. Stanfest, cum laude. Ellie Brianne Straight, magna cum laude. Lauren Kathleen Streetcheck, magna cum laude. Kayla M. Stumpf, magna cum laude. Eric Tutt, in absentia. Maggie May Taylor, magna cum laude. Joseph Andreas de Winkel. Hannah Elizabeth Thatcher. Hayden Thompson. Melanie Susan Thorne. Will Zeke Trowbridge. Avi Vaughn, cum laude. Hope Keen Walborn, summa cum laude. McKenna Elizabeth Walker, cum laude. Kyle Nathaniel Welch. Ryan Patrick Wexler. Isaac Weissong. Reese Browning Williams, cum laude. Shayna Page Wright. Zachary David Weiland, summa cum laude. Shun Shu. Tyler Uslam. Jining Zhang in absentia. Will the Bachelor of Arts candidates please rise as you are able? You are now officially Juniata graduates. You may flip your tassels. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please rise as you are able? President Troja, I have the honor and privilege to present 202 candidates who have filled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Will Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees? Mikias Abaja.
Do you want me to say it again?
No, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you.
Pooja Agarwal. Joseph Vincent Allegrini, Jr. Abby R. Angus, summa cum laude. Landon Gray Ashland, magna cum laude. Talia Victoria Baffick. Elizabeth Ann Bailey, cum laude. Kate Lynn Barron, magna cum laude. Giancarlo Barrera. Ryan John Bennett, summa cum laude. Cole Jeffrey Bernarding. Seth Michael Bernstein. Catherine Elizabeth Besch, cum laude. Ruth Mackenzie Betts, cum laude. Micah Ray Bomberger, in absentia. Benjamin Boyer, summa cum laude. Luke Daniel Boyle. Russell Leroy Branson, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Page Brown, cum laude. Shanalee Eunice Moral Cata. Ann Parsons Calloway. Chase Nicholas Campbell, cum laude, in absentia. Brianne Riley Carmody. Blake Joseph Castle, magna cum laude. Monsi Chandra, summa cum laude. Helen Carol Chavez. Jennifer Chang. Jacob Paul Christoffel, magna cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Klauser. Isaiah Colon. Crucilius Guadalupe Contreras Amezcua. Magna cum laude. John Maxwell Cooley. Sophia Marlene Cross, cum laude. Natalia F. Diversa, magna cum laude. Silas Brownell Davison. Maya Elizabeth Decker, cum laude. Nice down. Hannah Margaret Dees, magna cum laude, in absentia. Isabel Sarah Dinan, cum laude. Jack Tyler DeVideo. Abigail Grace Drummond, magna cum laude. Myra Nicole Duarte de Vega. Joshua James Dugan, summa cum laude. Minmay S. Duplanty. Sidney Robert Keaton Eachus. Lindsay N. Everett, magna cum laude, in absentia. Sarah May Everett, magna cum laude. Autumn Nicole Iyer, magna cum laude. Mary Catherine Fairfield, magna cum laude. Nicholas Scott Flaherty. Danielle Lisa Formato. Rachel Janet Foster, cum laude. Victoria Rose Friedline. Connor McLeod Fry. Hannah Rose Gagney, magna cum laude. Andrew Christian Garman, in absentia. Christian Michael Gatlos. Ryan Robert Geisinger, in absentia. Susan Gembick, magna cum laude. Dee Dee Ann George. Catherine Golden. Zion Duran Gomez. Grayson Finian Goldman. Alyssa N. Goodrich. Matilda Xander Gould. Sophie Catherine Nordstrom Griffiths, magna cum laude. Tanisha Nicole Grimsley, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Hahn, magna cum laude. Kelly Reed Halfpenny. Karina K. Harris. McKenna Elizabeth Hartz, cum laude. Allison Erin Helferty, in absentia. Emily R. Hellman, cum laude. Chi Lin Huang, summa cum laude. Connor James Hoke, summa cum laude. Blake Allen Hoover, cum laude. Jonathan Hopkins, magna cum laude. Caroline May Horst. Jason P. Hovis. Dominic Thomas Hoyle. Drew David Hunker. Ryan Austin Herlock, cum laude. Mahoko Inaba, magna cum laude. Ryotaro Inoue. Julian Jackson. Takira Nicole Jones. Takira Nicole Jones, summa cum laude. Gavin Keith, in absentia. Dalton Tyler Keller, summa cum laude. Charles Dominic Kirk, cum laude. Elsa Klotz, summa cum laude. Nicole Christine Koenig. Molly Elizabeth Cruz, magna cum laude. Logan Shane Krug, magna cum laude, in absentia. Shayla Hope Lapp, magna cum laude. Noah Latta. Hunter Michael Lagerman. Kelly Lesnick. June Lee. Ariana Elizabeth Line. Evan Christopher Long. Sitlali Fatima Lopez. Kristen Ann Lucas, cum laude. Erica Joy Lieberger. Miranda Lee Madera, cum laude. Sel E. Mann. Joshua B. Martinek. Jacob Brian Matchak. Diane and Lauren Matthew, magna cum laude, in absentia. Anthony Michael Mazoff. Paige Taylor McConnell, cum laude, in absentia. Brittany Nicole McMullen, magna cum laude. Khalil McCroy. William Angus Michelson. Christopher Mignonelli. Samantha Brooke Miles, magna cum laude. Anastasia Mary Miller, summa cum laude. Heather Grace Mitchell, summa cum laude. Evan Carl Mock. Erin Marie Molen. Elizabeth Haynes Montgomery, cum laude. Alyssa Renee Monty, cum laude. Hannah M. Moore. Aaron Tobias Morin, in absentia. Jada Sierra Nicole Murray. Brendan Gerald Nauman, summa cum laude. Marie Claire Ndugu. Alexa Renee Niederer, magna cum laude. Wesley Reed Newman, magna cum laude. Ni Lam Uyen Nguyen. May Nguyen, magna cum laude. Congrats. Jason Nathaniel Novosel, cum laude. Jaire Nunez, summa cum laude. Brendan O'Brien, cum laude. Colleen O'Brien. Thomas Francis Okuda III. Olivia Grace Oli, cum laude. Cole David Osman. Michael V. Palmero. Luke Anthony Pastor. John Thomas Pence, magna cum laude. Weston Loy Ferris, magna cum laude. Will Kenneth Phelan. Emma Lynn Haley Pinto, summa cum laude. Kayla Simone Poole, cum laude. Brendan Price. Noah T. Ron. Brandy Lynn Ray, magna cum laude. Chrysalyn Elizabeth Rhodes, cum laude. Sarah Alexandria Rich. Nicholas Joseph Rigby, summa cum laude. Donna Ann Rossman. Kaylee Nicole Rothermel, summa cum laude. Kyle J. Ruggery, summa cum laude, in absentia. Dorinda Russo. Karen Linda Sanchez, magna cum laude, in absentia. Emma Paige Sanders, summa cum laude. Congrats. Emily Nicole Sorrow, magna cum laude. Gianna Alyssa Sawyers. Xavier Robert Scharf. Anna Marie Schultz, magna cum laude. James Ethan Scott. Bailey Marie Seagraves. Jacob Asher Sensenig, summa cum laude. Catherine Shea, magna cum laude. Taylor Diana Sherry, summa cum laude. Nicholas Francis Sifford, magna cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Slusher. Dakota David Snyder. Emily Solorzano. Emma Cora Jane Sproles, magna cum laude. Annika Eve Stair. Ethan William Stenley, cum laude. Gavin S. Stewart. Christopher Scott Stewart, magna cum laude. Sarah Rose Street. Evan L. Sturdivant, summa cum laude. Matilda Suley, in absentia. Rayleigh Marie Sunderland, magna cum laude. Dylan Swieger. Ishan Tapa Mugger. Alexandra Rose Tornabene, in absentia. Tri Min Tran. Cameron Todd Trowbridge, cum laude. Mi Tra Vu, magna cum laude. Hunter Allen Wasick. Evan Mackenzie Walker, in absentia. Yao Wang. Michael Joseph Warren. Jenna Lauren Wan, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann West. Braden Alvin Whistler. Caitlin Grace White, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth White, summa cum laude. Cohen Andrew Wilkins. Emily Ruth Williams, summa cum laude. Marisa Ann Williams, magna cum laude. Victoria Page Weiser, summa cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Wrightstone, cum laude. Shiwan Yan, in absentia. John B. Yates, cum laude. Lydia Elizabeth Yates, summa cum laude. Austin Michael Yoder, in absentia. Elizabeth May Yoder, cum laude. Julia Mary Young, summa cum laude. Taylor Zenobel. Will the Bachelor of Science candidates please rise as you are able? Try that again. You are now officially Juniata graduates. You may flip your tassels. Congratulations. You may be seated.
All right. How about one collective round of applause for all of our 23 Juniata grads? Just to wrap up, a few thank yous. and we will end with the alma mater. Last night's baccalaureate service, I don't know how many of you are there, but what a tremendous reflective moment we had out on the quad. Lisa Bear and her entire team, all of our students who participated, please join me in thanking them for a wonderful service. How about a round of applause for Provost Bowen and Tracy Clapper Dotson for all that they did to bring us to Commencement 2023. Man, you know, part of the reluctance of making the call to come inside is that our facilities team work long hours to put on that stage, that whole quad feel. They did an amazing job preparing for last night and today. Please join me in thanking all of our facilities crew. Hopefully you enjoyed the meal last night. Please join me in thanking Parkhurst Dining and all of their staff for feeding all of you for 4 years. Our IT staff rock, all of the folks who drive the Zooms, who do the live streaming. Thank you to all of our technology services team. Appreciate all your help. So when we exit here, I know people want to take pictures. I don't know what the weather is doing out there right now, but hopefully we can get outside and get some photos. But before we do that, we need to invite Emma Sanders, class of 2023, to lead us in singing the alma mater. Please remain. Come on up, Emma. Please remain standing for the benediction and remain in your seats until the trustee, faculty, and graduates have recessed. Emma.
Friends, carry with you this moment. Surrounded by these people, carry with you this celebration. Hold tight to this memory as you move out into the world beyond. Because celebration in hindsight becomes the memory that keeps driving us forward. The point back to which we look in order to get up and go another day towards justice, towards peace, toward becoming all that we are meant to be. Go forward and awaken the wonder of your life. A simple act that just might change the world. Amen.